I'm Vince Leach. I represent LD11, which is Saddlebrook, Oro Valley, Marana, on up to Arizona City, piece of Casa Grande, Stanfield, and the city of Maricopa. I grew up in Wisconsin, born and raised in central Wisconsin, in a small town, right almost in the dead center of Wisconsin, a small agricultural town of about 312 people. I went to school at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, majored in political science and history.
On a warm spring day in 1965, several Army aviation companies arrived in Vietnam aboard the carrier USS Iwo Jima.
Vietnam War was going on at that time, and the only lottery that I've ever won was the first draft lottery, and I was number 47, so 2 weeks after college graduation, I was in the Army and spent my entire Army career in Germany in the artillery. My wife and I have now been married, it'll be 49 years this summer, coming up on that 50-year mark. We have one son. He's an industrial engineer, works for a company back in Wisconsin. He's a graduate of the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I retired when I was 60. The area that you see behind me, we came here in 1992, just on a vacation. We drove out here and fell in love with it right away. We were much too young to retire. In 2009, when I moved here full-time and changed the registration from Wisconsin to Arizona, I became aware immediately that one of the investment tools that I was going to use for my retirement funding was going to be interrupted because of a law in Arizona. That went on, and I was involved with fighting taxes, fighting school bonds, and a number of things. I was an activist. Through a series of situations, things came open for a position in the House of Representatives. We were driving to church, actually, and I decided maybe it was the best time to ask my wife. And we were in the car, which is the best place to have a conversation because you're not looking at eye to eye. And I remember I asked the question, I said, "What do you think about me running for office?" And it was dead silence, and we went through 2 stoplights, which is out here is a long ways. And finally I looked over and she was smiling. She said, "You might as well, because you're in Phoenix all the time anyway." I live in Arizona for a number of reasons. The first of all is coming from Wisconsin. It was a beautiful day in Wisconsin when I sold the snowblower and my lawnmower. There's a lot to see in LD11. In LD11, we are fortunate to have $2.3 billion worth of agriculture, and that's readily apparent as you drive through LD11 and much of Pinal County. If you're looking for sightseeing, the first stop, Picacho Peak. It's right along the freeway. You can't miss it. It just pops out of the desert. There's a short drive east of Picacho Peak. It's a county road. In fact, it's not even a county road. It's simply Park Lane that you come across, and it's in the desert. You're in a saguaro forest desert, and it's just cactus after cactus after cactus. If you get a chance, and it's not written up anywhere, if you get a chance, come through there when the saguaros are in bloom. When you think of success as a destination, I think you cubbyhole yourself to maybe stay there. And you said, I have achieved what I need to achieve. I carry a file of reminders on my cell phone. I've always got a list of more things to get done than I know I can get done. And I'm always subtracting from that list and adding as necessary. There's always one more thing that you can do. If it's in your personal life, there's always one more phone call you can make to your mom if she's elderly, or even if she's not, or one more call that you can make to a family member or to a friend. There's always one more thing you can do at work. Even though sometimes it's 7 o'clock, you think you should go home, and you probably should, but there's one more thing you can do. And in this game called politics, there's always one more thing you can do. There's always one more constituent, or there's always one more phone call.